So going forward about in the movie, I wrote a bunch of notes about it. Synth did not,
Fuck
but
nerds. I fucking hate film nerds, dude. If you're writing notes while watching a movie, you should be like beaten to death.
well, I guess I'm gonna get beaten to death because that's exactly what I did. Um, but yeah, so some of the notes I have written down here.
Ivan's first note was Jake Gyllenhaal is a total hunk. That was his first note.
Wow, I wish he could break my back on that mountain. All right. But yeah, I love how like 1980s this film is, and like a very like 80s, early 90s in a way, because it's like the dad is just so anti Dukakis. They feature Michael Dukakis and his like presidential like debate with George H.W. Bush on TV in the movie, and it's just like imagine being in a time where Michael Dukakis was your biggest worry. Like the Boomers had it too good.
Dude,
You know,
Michael Dukakis personally let Willie Horton out of prison. Okay.
no, I don't know what that is. I'm sorry, I'm too young.
Oh damn. Damn, bro. I guess you're not as political as I thought.
Damn, bro. You're
Yeah.
kind of cringe. You thought you were political. Clearly, you don't know enough Michael Dukakis lore.
Oh, I love sucking that Dukakis.
But yeah, it's just like imagine living in your fucking like 2-story 5-bedroom fucking suburban house. You wear like fucking slacks and like fucking cardigans all day. And you're watching TV and you're fucking lazy boy, and you're just like, that Michael Dukakis, he's a fucking communist, and that's like all you give a fuck about is
Yeah.
just like imagine living like imagine your worries, right? Imagine being a child at that time too, and you hear about politics and it's just this big stuffy thing. Whereas nowadays politics is like fucking life or death, where it's like, oh, you got fucking Meatball Run or fucking Donald Trump versus like senile Biden, and it's just like everything can be on fire or everything can just be stagnant. Back then, it was just who cares?
Yeah. Fucking 90s candidates had like zero fucking difference. Like, who gives a shit?
Yeah, they were all the same dude, and I kind of feel like that. Even in the case of Michael Dukakis and George H.W. Bush, if you notice in the movie, they were talking about Panama and how they were both like against Panama, and it's just like I feel like that was like a psyop.
Well, dude, that's why fucking like Clinton could easily beat Bob Dole. This is what Bob Dole was bitching about when he lost, was like they were practically like the same guy. It's just Bill Clinton wasn't like it's just Bill Clinton was able to get an erection and wasn't like 90 years old. That's why boomers like voted for Clinton, because they thought he was like a cool 60s guy.
Yeah, it's such a weird time, It's this unprecedented era of just extreme, like just extreme comfort and extreme, conformity and just suburbanite everything. Just it's such a weird fucking thing to look back on, and now I mean, of course, it came with a lot of problems. It was the '80s. There was some bad shit going on. There were kids in the preppy Catholic high school doing cocaine in the hallways. It's nothing. It's not totally perfect, but it was just a different time, and it feels more optimistic than nowadays.
I mean, people actually had like hopes in the institutions, whereas no one believes in the institutions anymore, but we still follow them because we don't know what else to do.
Yeah, that's kind of what it's feeling like. No one really knows what the fuck is going on, and they're all kind of aimless. And back then, people were like, "Oh yeah, the government. I'm sure they have my best interests in heart."
Well, yeah, it's like people are so aimless nowadays that they cling on to like ideologies from like the 18th century.
God, that reminds me of and I'm just gonna mention this before I get way off topic, but yeah, I'm gonna move on afterwards. But that reminds me of this like group that I saw on like Facebook one time. That was like an
The,
esoteric fascist group that
the bikers sworn to protect Baron Trump.
no. These guys, these were like esoteric fascists who believed in like Buddhism. So they believe that like the Earth was in like a Dharma state of like Kali Yuga or whatever, and that they would start and instigate a nuclear war while also building bunkers to hide from the nuclear war, so they could go around the Earth and kill people who were hiding in other bunkers before killing themselves.
Maybe we really do need like state mandated GFs because holy shit. Like, oh my god.
Yeah, that's like turbo incel shit. But that's like turbo incel shit if like an incel dropped acid before like reading a book. And he's just like, "Whoa, yeah, dude, we gotta nuke the world. We gotta exterminate the fucking bunkers, dude."
Dude, that's like practically like 80% of Charles Manson's philosophy.
It's so fucking retarded. But yeah. So going back to the movie, um, that wasn't just a throwaway line. There were really preppy like wasp like school kids in that Catholic school that were just like bumping cocaine in the lockers and stuff. I thought that was kind of funny.